Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have decided to do an impromptu 24-hour reading vlog or readathon, whatever you want to call it. So I don't really have any plans this weekend, so I figure, this is the best time to do it. So let's talk about what I'm going to read. So my goal is possibly 3 books. We'll see. I'm at least going to make it through 2 for sure. So my first book is going to be Chain of Gold, The Last Hours by Cassandra Clare. And this is the first book in the Last Hour series. I've already started it. I'm only 50 pages in. Maybe I'm not far at all. So, so far this basically follows the children of the Infernal Devices series. So right now we started off and we have just met Cordelia Carstairs, who has come over to the London Institute. We've met Lucy and James Herondale, and then we've met kind of the Merry Thieves, I think is what they're called. So things are interesting so far. James has a bit of a paranormal thing going on with the demon realm, which has been really interesting. I'm not sure, they think it's part of his parentage, which I'll go into more of that later, but so far that's been kind of the theme. And also it's interesting because London doesn't have there's no demons around. So far we're just kind of getting to know everybody and the dynamics of this group and what's going on. Also Raja in the background. So yeah, I am going to definitely be reading this. The second book I'm actually reading is on my Kindle, and it's called The Bridge Kingdom. And I started it last night just a little bit, and it's super good so far. So I believe that this is an enemies to lovers new adult genre book. And so far we're following our main character Laura, and she is kind of like a trained assassin. I'm not really sure yet, but she was raised with her 12 other sisters, and they were all vying to be used by their father, the king, to go into the Bridge Kingdom and basically seduce the king, who was just made king. He was the prince. But anyway, their king, Laura's dad, wants to take over the Bridge Kingdom. So he's using his children or his daughter to go in and marry and basically kill the current king so that they can take over. And then if I have time, I really want to read The Gilded Ones because, well, number one, we can all say that this is a fantastic looking book. And it also has a really great synopsis that I can that I've read so far. And it also says that if you like the Black Panther, then you'll more than likely love this. So because I love that, I'm definitely going to strive to pick this up within this 24 hours as well. It would be nice if I could get halfway through. I mean, these other 2 books are pretty lofty, so we'll see if I make it all the way there. But I'm going to settle in. It's about to storm. I'm excited. I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to go ahead and get started now. So yeah, let's dive in. It's dark in here because we're having a storm and I like to read in the dark. But okay, I am reading The Bridge Kingdom, and it's been really interesting because it starts out and you meet Laura, who is one of 12 daughters of the king, and they've lived in the middle of this desert oasis their whole life, basically training to win the favor of the king to be submitted, for him to pick that one daughter. So basically the king wants to overthrow the Bridge Kingdom, Ithacania, and to do so he wants to send one of his daughters to marry the king as a ruse, but he wants to train all of the daughters to pick the best one. So I guess originally there were 20 of them, and they were all from different mothers, so they're all half sisters. But only 12 made it to whatever age they are now. I don't think that they've said their age. I think they're probably at least 18 or older. Our main character, Laura, kind of schemed her way to be number one. I don't want to give anything away. I'm going to try to make this as non-spoilery of a 24-hour reading vlog as I can. But basically, she schemes her way to the top so that she can be submitted to go instead of all of her sisters. And we just got to the part where the king has basically told her that she must, win his favor, take down the Bridge Kingdom so that they can come in and take over. And you think the way the king describes everything, it makes you believe that Ithacania, this kingdom that is the Bridge Kingdom, it's impenetrable. Nobody can get through. No one can take it down. They control everything. They're just this really bad kingdom. So that's what we're kind of believing right now. And she is the other kingdom's only hope. So, they're suffering with their trade and all of that. So she's supposed to go in and take them down from the inside. But they just got married, like within the first, 25 pages or more, before she can step into the kingdom, like she has to go ahead and marry him. And we just got to like the last line of a chapter, and he says, "What have I gotten myself into with you?" And I'm feeling like the slow burn, the enemies to lovers, like you can kind of already feel it settling in. So, man, I think this is going to be a really good one. It's super intriguing. The characters are really interesting. There's a lot of like political intrigue. And, I think Laura is going to be pretty badass. So I'm excited to see where this goes. Okay, I am about 50% of the way through the Bridge Kingdom, and it is really good. It's definitely, everything is not what it seems in terms of just like the politics that Laura believed that she was fighting for, and basically who's good and who's bad. I think there's just a lot in question and still a lot that we don't know. So there's definitely like a mystery part, but it's very political. So if you're not into like politically driven stories, you may not like this. But it is really interesting, and I'm just waiting for some more of the romance to kick in. But things are definitely building. So about 50% of the way through. Okay, you guys, it's 15 to 1. I just finished the Bridge Kingdom and I'm dying. Like, it ends on such a cliffhanger. I don't really have any words right now. It was really good. I think I'm probably going to give it at least 4.5 stars, if not 5. But I'm pretty liberal with my ratings. I mean, if I really enjoy it, I'll give it 5 stars. But yeah, it has like so much like just political intrigue, which is really interesting. I don't normally enjoy that too much, but it was done really well, and I really liked the setting. It was kind of more of like a jungle setting. There was a bit of a desert in the beginning, but mostly was focused on like Hawaiian islands almost, is kind of how I think about it. And there was just a lot of like backstabbing, and it wasn't always like good. I definitely think Laura has dug herself in a bit of a hole. So, but we'll see if she can get out of it, and if we can get everything to be okay with Aaron. I adore him. He's perfect. Wow. Yeah, that was really, really good. I'm super impressed. So now I need to figure out if book 2 is out. I think it might be, or it might be September. I thought I saw on Goodreads that it came out in February, but it may not have. I don't know. I need to like look it up stat. But yeah, I'm not really tired. Anytime I read, it kind of like hypes me up. So I might read longer, but I need to take a shower and like get ready for bed. So yeah, talk to you in a bit. Okay, I'm popping back in to say I just looked it up, and for whatever reason, the Audible version of The Traitor Queen, which is the second book, is out. But the actual hardback, or the actual book, is released September 1st. But the audiobook was released back in February. Not really sure. And unfortunately, I'm out of credits right now, so I can't just download it and start listening to it. So I have to wait until my credits go back, which should be, I think, this week or maybe next. But anyway, yeah, now I'm kind of dying and need to know what happens next, and I can't. So there's that. Good morning, everyone. It is about 8 o'clock on Saturday. I went to bed about 2:30 probably, and yeah, I've just been waking up, sitting here reading a bit more of Chain of Gold. Yeah, that's where I am. I'm going to be trying to finish this today. I'd really like to, and then continue on with my next book. I am probably about 75 pages into Chain of Gold, and we're still really meeting characters. The main plot point really hasn't shown up yet, so yeah, but we're getting to know all of the new characters, and I'm very interested in Grace Blackthorn to see who she is and why she does the things that she does. And I really like Cordelia. I mean, so far she's kind of my favorite. She's very naive, I feel like, and unassuming, and I really like her. So I'm excited. It's been good so far. Did I just take a nap during my 24-hour readathon? Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna wake up now and get back to reading. Whoops. Hey guys, I am 200-ish pages into Chain of Gold at this point. It is really good. We've definitely picked up a lot. The demon activity is coming in strong. It's interesting because of James's blood. So his mother Tessa, spoiler alert for the Infernal Devices, is a warlock. And so with his mixed blood of warlock and shadow hunter, he's got some interesting things going on. We're not really sure the extent of his he's a shadow hunter, but we're not sure he can kind of do some, I don't want to be spoilery here, but he's he can do some very interesting things that are going to play a big part in this book. So we're kind of learning about his excess power and all of that. And yeah, we're seeing some demon activity arise in London while it has been quiet for so many years. And we're definitely there's a character from the Infernal Devices that we're getting to know a bit more. Tatiana Blackthorn, previously Tatiana Lightwood. So she's older now, but she's in her probably 40s or 50s at this point. So anyway, it's interesting. I'll keep you posted. Also, it's storming, and this is my favorite kind of reading weather. I'm not turning on any TV or any music or anything. I'm just going to listen to the sound of the rain and the storm. Okay, so I have about an hour left before the end of my 24-hour readathon. I definitely am not going to be able to finish Chain of Gold, but that's okay. I'm going to get a really good chunk of it done. I think I'll probably be on page 400 out of 570 something, so I'll definitely finish it this weekend. But I have a better grasp on what is going on and what the purpose is. So basically, there haven't been a lot of demon attacks in London for some time now, and everybody's just kind of gone about their business. And then all of a sudden, greater demons have kind of been popping up and causing mayhem. And there's also been some that have shown up in the daylight, which is not typical. And they've also poisoned a few of the shadow hunters, and they don't know how to cure it. So we're trying to figure out, like, our heroines, our group of like shadow hunter kids are trying to figure out who's bringing these demons in, why they're coming, why they're able to come in the sunlight, not just like the darkness, and also cure this poison because it's like killing them off if they're not treated. So yeah, it's kind of just like right now that's the purpose. There's also a few side stories, of course. Like I've mentioned earlier, James and Lucy really both have some interesting like powers because they're children of Tessa and Will. And we're also seeing like our favorite side character downworlders who like never die. So that's been really fun as well. But yeah, that's definitely like the main premise right now in this like beginning of this book. I'm sure there's going to be like a big catalyst at the end to really propel this series forward. So yeah, I'm going to keep reading because I only have an hour left. Hey guys, just concluded my 24 hours. Time is up. I managed to read 720 pages over the course of this 24 hours, which I think is really good. I mean, I feel like I probably could have read more had I not taken a nap, but that's okay. I did finish The Bridge Kingdom, which was 356 pages or something along those lines. I read it on my Kindle, so I'll pop a picture right here of it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was awesome. I'm still mad that I can't go ahead and read the second book, even though once I get my Audible credit, I'm sure I'll pick it up because it's out on Audible, but not in like paperback. So anyway, and then I managed to get 58% of the way through Chain of Gold. So I am in the full swing of that book. I'm really enjoying it. I read 360 some pages of that, which is really good. I mean, it is like a 570 some page book. So, I mean, I'm really happy with how much I read. Had I read something shorter than Chain of Gold, I definitely would have completed 2 books. So I still feel like that was a really good job in 24 hours. It's definitely the most I've ever read in that short amount of time. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one.